Rickita, and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I want to talk about the home buying process. You know, I want to go through it fairly quickly, but listen, through this home buying process, your realtor should actually go through this home buying process with you and give you greater details. And I have a home buying class actually coming out, you guys, so you can go into greater details. Look down in the description, fill out that form, and then I'll be able to show you the home buying class that I have. But let's get right on into the video, and let me let you know these steps to actually buy a home. So let's just say the 7 steps to buy a home. Actually, yeah, the 7 steps. So I have all the steps here on my paper, so I don't want to miss a step for you guys. But the first step is just to make sure that you got a credit score over 580. So to buy a home, you only need to have a 580 credit score. Before the corona, you used to be able to buy a house with a 500 credit score, but right now you need a 580 credit score, which is really easy. All you have to do is apply for 4 credit cards, have 2 installment accounts, sit on those, remove any negative accounts from your credit reports, and you should be at that 580 mark. Like, it's really that simple, right? But if you need help with that, go ahead, check out my other videos, and go ahead and call or text me and look it out in the description, because I have so many other links that you can use there to find out how to actually boost your credit score. I even have a video to show you how to boost your credit score over 100 points in 30 days. So go ahead and check out that video. So you want to have your credit score over the 580 mark. Make sure you have 2 years of work history too. Or if you're not working right now, make sure that you're at least making $1,000 a month, and make sure or you at least have $1,000 coming in, and make sure that that is for 2 years consecutively. Now, after you find out that, oh my gosh, Rickita, I got all that in order, what to do next? Now we have to actually get you pre-approved. I know you're thinking like, okay, wait, is this going to be a hard process? A lot of time too, like my clients, I am a licensed realtor, so a lot of my clients, all they do is just call the broker over the phone. And if you need help with this process, like I said, call or text me. You'll call a mortgage broker and they'll be able to pre-approve you over the phone, and usually you'll be able to get your pre-approval in your email in an hour, sometimes within that day. But it's a fast process. They're going to ask you different questions just to see if you qualify. They're going to ask you about your income, ask you about your job. They want to know how much money you possibly have saved up. They're going to go over this process with you, but it shouldn't take too long. So about 20-minute phone call, maybe sometimes less. They'll be able to look at your credit reports, because they can pull your credit reports, and they're going to let you know what you're possibly approved for, and then they'll send you that pre-approval within like an hour or sometimes within that day. So like, that's what I gotta do, is just basically go and get pre-approved. So that was step number 2. Now step number 3 is, after you get pre-approved, now you have to go ahead and contact a realtor. If you need help with a realtor and you want to work with somebody that I'm working with, or say if you wanted contacts with realtors, definitely call or text me, 833-RICKITA. So if you need help with a realtor, definitely let me know. Look down in the description too, because I help people throughout the home buying process. If you need help with this, don't hesitate to ask. We can help you, hold your hand through the whole process. But you have to find your realtor. After you find your realtor, then you'll let them know, hey, I'm pre-approved, I want to look at some homes, and then y'all actually go on showings. That's what they call it. That's when they actually show you some different homes. Now, when I'm the realtor, I like to actually send you a lot of homes, so I'll let you know, like, okay, I know what you're interested in, because you'll let your realtor know what you're interested in. I'll be like, hey, look at these different 100 homes. I'm going to send you 100 homes. I want you to look at those homes. Let me know what intrigues you. That way, on my end, I'll know exactly what you're looking for. But we'll actually go on those showings. We'll look and see which one you like. And when you like a house, then we have to do step number 4. Step number 4 is we have to actually put an offer in a house. The offer means, hey, I'm going to pay you this amount of money for this home. But it's more details that goes into creating an offer, but your realtor will help you with creating an offer. But after you find, that sweet spot where it's like, okay, I'm going to pay you this amount of money for the house, and here's all the other details, and the seller go ahead and accept that, then that means that you have an accepted offer. Accepted offer means that technically this is like halfway in your house. You just got to finish these last little steps and then close, and it's yours. So put that offer in, get it accepted. After you get this accepted, then we have to do step number 5. Step number 5 is when you have to actually get that inspection. Now, you don't have to get the inspection, but I say have to because, listen, if you buy something and, you're not a professional in buying homes, because if you were, you wouldn't have to be watching this video. Get somebody that this is all they do. They look at different homes. They know what should be there, what shouldn't be there. That way you're not just buying a piece of crap. And the reason I say that is because I see that all the time where people don't want to pay for that inspection. Something come up and then they're mad. And it's like, you should have got that inspection. You should have seen what was wrong with that property. So go ahead and get that inspection done on the property. I know the inspector that I use a lot for my clients costs about $350. But think about it like this. I heard a lot of mortgage brokers say out there, hey, if you pay with it with a form of a check or something that we can track, we can take that off of your closing costs. So definitely track that, and we're going to get into closing costs in a minute. So go ahead and get that inspection done. And remember, if there's something wrong with that property that you like, Rickita, I don't know, but I don't think should get this property, something's really wrong, there's ways that you can get out of the contract where you don't have to actually buy the house. Just because you say you're going to buy it first, if something pops up, then your realtor can help you figure out if they're going to fix it or if you're just going to back away from it. But that will be in my home buying class. Don't be too concerned. So step number 6 is you have to actually get an appraisal on a house. Now, when I say appraisal, you have to see how much the house is worth. Now, just because, say, if you found the house and you say, okay, I'm going to pay you $250,000 for the house. Now, that appraiser is going to let you know, hey, Rickita, this house is actually worth $280,000, or if it's worth $260,000, if it's worth $250,000, or they'll even tell you if it's worth $200,000, $220,000, $230,000. They're going to let you know exactly how much the house is worth. Now remember, you're not able to pick your appraiser the same way that you're able to pick your inspector. The bank will usually find their own appraiser, and this is for their best interest, but you have to pay for it, which is the crazy part though, right? But they'll be able to find somebody to basically let them know how much the house is worth. And a lot of people, they feel like, oh my gosh, why shouldn't I be able to pick them? I think that that's good that you're not picking it, because to me, they're going to always come in lower because they want to protect themselves. That means that if it is worth a little bit more, that's in your best interest. That's for you. That's going to be in your pocket if you decide to sell. So think about it like that. But you go ahead and get that appraisal done on the property. After you get that appraisal done on the property, then we have to go to step number 6. Or 7, or I don't know. I forgot what step that I'm on, you guys, but after we get that appraisal, I believe it's step number 7 we're on, right? But after we get that appraisal, then we have to do the closing. So 3 days before closing, the closing is when you actually sign and you get your keys. That's when you're actually going to say, oh my gosh, I really own this house. So 3 days before that, you're going to get your closing disclosure. They're going to let you know how much you have to bring to put down on your house. And they're going to also let you know in terms of, you know, what information you need to bring. They're going to show you where all the money is coming and where all the money is going. So say if you were to get a $250,000 house, they're going to let you know, okay, out of the $250,000, this is where all the money going. Because a lot of times the seller pays for the realtor. So you'll see, okay, the realtors are getting this amount. You know, you're paying this much for closing costs. You're paying this much for, you know, you'll see all the different things, your taxes, your insurance, you'll see where all the money goes. That's basically what it is. You'll see where all the money is going. But the most important part that I want you to pay attention to is how much your mortgage is going to be, how much you're going to put down, and then also too, check out what your interest rate is, because that's very important. Make sure that this interest rate is not off too much of what they already quoted you it will be when you actually, you know, got approved for the home. So after you do after you get the closing disclosures, you're going to go to your closing. Your closing is going to be about, I don't know, about less than 15 minutes long in terms of to sign your papers. But all you got to do is sign like a big stack of papers. I wish I had a stack of papers that I could show you, but you're going to sign a big stack of papers. But these are going to be all the papers for you to actually buy your home. But when you sign those stack of papers, then the keys is going to be dropped right into your hand. Congratulations, you're a homeowner. But that's just like a quick version of the home buying process, you guys. Now keep this in mind too. I have a video out there where I show you the full home buying process, and I'm actually making another video and a whole class on it, just so you guys can really understand what's going on. If you guys are interested in that, definitely call or text me, fill out the link down below, and I can go ahead and send you that information once it's available. And remember, you guys, I'm always here for you, so always call or text me. Text SCORE to 21,000 to be a part of my exclusive group where I actually send you different things, and you'll get things before everybody else, because as soon as I have something new, I actually text it to you and send it to you. And if you want to be a part of my $100 giveaway, go ahead and text the SCORE to 21,000, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Do is, if you want to try my trick, I want you to opt into Factor Trust. So to opt into Factor Trust, you have to go ahead and click here. So this is the website. I'll have it down in the description. I want you to opt into Factor Trust. So when you opt into Factor Trust, all you're doing is telling them, hey, I want to get credit card offers. And you have to apply. You have to actually give them your name, your address, your social security number, your date of birth. They're a credit bureau. So they're similar to, you know, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Those are the 3 major ones. But go ahead and click submit. After you click submit, then you want to go ahead and enter that information that I told you that you'll have to submit. Go ahead and submit the information and click confirm. Now, when you submit this, remember, you're telling them, I want offers. So be prepared to get a lot of offers in the mail. But that's good because remember, you're trying to build your credit score up. And for you to build your credit score up, you need at least 4 credit cards. Now, let me show you what you can do after you actually opt in. After you opt in, then you have a chance of getting approved for credit cards without them actually checking your credit score. So let's go ahead and go to victoriassecrets.com because that's an easy website where you can just test and see if you can do the opt-in. You don't have to get the credit cards, but you can see if you get the pop-up saying you're pre-approved without them checking your credit scores and without them actually give you that hard inquiry. So let's go to victoriassecrets.com. So after we go to victoriassecrets.com, I want you to put $200 to $250 worth of items in your cart. I already have items in my cart because I did not clear my cookies. So if you try this trick and it's not working for you, I want you to clear your cookies. I want you to clear your cookies and I want you to go into incognito mode. And if you want me to go through that, let me just run through it really quickly. You don't have to ask. I'll just do it. Let's go ahead and click the 3 dots here at the top. So it's 3 dots at the top and go to settings. After you go to settings, I want you to put pop into the box. And I'm going to kind of go fast because I don't want to, if you already know this, I don't want to, pull you through it. But I want you to go ahead and click here where you see it's highlighted with the pop. Go ahead and click there, scroll to the bottom, and you want to make sure that you click pop here, and then you allow pop-ups. You make sure that it says allowed. So make sure it says allowed on your computer. Go ahead and click enter again on pop. Let's go ahead and just put pop in again. I want you to go to clear browsing data. That's your cookies. That's when they track you. They know where you've been. So far they say I've been to 169 sites. I downloaded 10 items. Like they know too much, right? So I want you to clear your data. So after you clear your data, they're not going to have this information anymore. So I want you to go to the Victoria's Secrets website, but I want you to do it in an incognito mode. I'm able to do it without incognito, but I want you to see what it looks like to do it in incognito. And this is actually called the shopping cart trick, what we're going to be doing. So I want you to put Victoria's Secrets here, click submit, click enter, and I want you to put that $200 to $250 worth of items in your cart. So I like to just go ahead and hover over sleep and go to Cami sets. But again, it can be any $200 to $250 that you want to go ahead and pick the items. You can pick them yourself. You don't have to go ahead and follow these items, but I suggest you follow them, but you don't have to. And you can always rewind, slow it down, or whatever it takes so that you can go ahead and get this trick to work for you. So I like to click the small. And I like to get 4 of them. And so I get the same items. I don't like to go ahead and get different items. I think it's just too much work and it's not necessary. So I want to add this to my bag. Now I want to click checkout. Now, as you can see here, the items is actually only $198, but with taxes, it's going to put me over that $200 mark. So I'm not concerned about it. So I'm going to click checkout. After you click checkout, you want to check out as a guest. So go ahead and click checkout as a guest. Now, I want you to go ahead and type your information in, that same information that you put into Factor Trust. I want you to put your first and last name here, your address here. I want you to put your phone number and your email address in. And the only reason why you want to put that same exact information, that's because when the Factor Trust sent your information over to these credit card companies, the only thing that they gave them was your name, your address, your phone number, and your email address so that they can mail you stuff, they can email you things, you can get all these different offers, right? So put that same information in here, but I'm going to type this information in of the client that I have. So remember, you want to make sure that this is that same information. If you do not put the information in correct, then they're not going to go ahead and give you that pop-up that I'm going to show you in a second. So I'm just typing in all the information that you will have to put in so that you can get that pop-up. And keep this in mind too. There's over 60 different credit cards that allow you to get credit cards without them checking your credit score. So go ahead, if you get approved for this one, if you get the pop-up, I want you to get the shopping cart trick guide in the description where you can see those 60 different credit cards. So I have all of the information put in. So I just want to verify that everything is correct so we can get the pop-up. So far, everything is correct. I want to click continue to delivery. So after you click continue to delivery, this is the pop-up that you're going to get. It's going to say, congratulations, you're pre-approved for the Victoria's Secret credit card. And this is the pop-up for all of the companies. You should get the same exact pop-up saying that you're pre-approved. Now, they're asking you to pick which credit card you want to get. So I always like to get the pink. If you watch this plenty of times because you're trying to master this trick, then you know I love the pink card. So I'm going to click accept now. And what they're going to ask you for is they want you to put your date of birth here, your last 4 digits of your social twice, and they want you to go ahead and check this box here and click finish, submit for review. So that is what they want you to put here. And remember, after you go ahead and put this information in, they're going to let you know, congratulations, you're pre-approved for $500. You're pre-approved for $1,000. Now, I don't suggest that you actually, buy the things on this. I don't suggest that you go ahead and get it. What I would do is I would just exit out. So I would click that X right there. And after they tell you how much you're approved for, they're going to send you that card in the mail. So you can go ahead and look at my guide down in the description. It's called the Shopping Cart Trick Guide. And you'll be able to get those same credit cards that's on that guide. And remember, they're not going to be checking your credit score, and they're not going to be pulling your credit reports, giving you that hard inquiry. But if you have problems with hard inquiries, then go ahead and look down in the description. I have the hard inquiry removal guide also, where you can go ahead and remove inquiries from your credit reports. But yes, guys, I taught you guys the trick. So now I want you just to implement it. And remember, you want to opt into Factor Trust. After you opt into Factor Trust, it's going to be so many different offers coming in the mail. And now they're going to tell these different companies that you want to get the credit card, which is going to make it easier for you to be able to get them. So if you have any questions, go ahead and call or text me. My phone number is 833-Rickita. And remember, I'm always here for you. So you can always call or text me. You're my assistants. We're definitely here for you. And if you want me to try to see if I can do this trick for you, I also have a section in the description that says, click here if you want me to try to do the trick for you. And usually that trick can be done within 24 hours so I can see if I can get you pre-approved. If you have any questions, like I said, call or text me. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment with your Cash App so you can be entered into my monthly drawing.